Garage door open. Garage door closed.
Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to pick up off the garage door automation theme, and I'm going to show you how you can create a routine to tell you whenever your garage door is open and also when it has closed. That's up next. Required devices. So what does this routine require? This routine requires that you have a tilt sensor, that you have an Alexa Echo Dot, and that you also have a SmartThings hub, and that these two devices are tied to your SmartThings hub. Device functions. So what do these devices do? First of all, I have here my smart home panel, and I want you to particularly watch this tile, which is the garage tilt sensor, referring to this device here. The tilt sensor, when changed from a vertical position to a horizontal position, has a switch inside that is triggered. When that switch is triggered, it notifies the hub of a status change. Now, when the switch is in a vertical position, it indicates that the garage door is closed. You'll see when I change the switch to a horizontal position, this status will change to open. You'll also hear the Echo Dot announce that the garage door is open when it's changed to horizontal, and when I put it back in the vertical state, it'll say garage door closed. Let's try it and see what happens.
Garage door open. Garage door closed.
How sensor works. So let me show you how this works. If I open up the switch, you'll see that there's a little tube here. Inside that tube is a bearing, and whenever I tilt this, the bearing slides, makes contact, and shows that the garage door is open. When I return it back to the vertical state, it shows that the garage door is closed. Alexa routine setup. Okay, let's get into the setup of the Amazon Alexa routine. So going into Amazon Alexa, you're going to go to the three bars up in the upper left-hand corner. And what we're going to do is go to the fourth item down, routines. Now I already have, if you look at the bottom of the list, the garage door closed and the garage door open routine set up. But I'm going to go ahead and replicate the garage door open scene, and the garage door closed scene is basically very similar. There's just one setting on the tilt sensor that's different. So once I set up one, you'll have a very good idea of how to set up the second routine. So let's go ahead in the upper right hand corner, we're going to hit plus. Okay, and we're going to enter the routine name. So hit that plus sign, and we're going to say open garage door on arrival. Okay, and then go down to when this happens. And this is where we're going to select one of our smart home devices. And to do that, you simply click on smart home. And here you'll see a list of my devices. I'm going to go down to the garage tilt sensor and select that. All right, since we're doing a routine for when the garage door opens, we're going to select open, and this will trigger the routine whenever the tilt sensor opens. So hit next. Anytime we're going to leave that the way it is, but if you wanted to have this action only execute on certain days of the week or certain hours of each day, this is where you could do this. Also, if you see suppress for down at the bottom, if you wanted to make sure that this action doesn't repeat for a specified duration, you can also indicate that in here. But we're going to leave all these settings as the default. We're going to allow this to happen anytime the garage door opens. All right, now we're going to add some actions. Now, I have this set up to run music throughout the day, and I have it at volume 2. And so whenever these actions happen, I want that music to resume. So in order to ensure that happens, there's a few additional settings that you need to make within the app. So the first thing we're going to do is do a device setting. And the device, what I'm going to do is stop audio. And I'm going to do that on my kitchen Echo Dot because that's where we're making this announcement and that's where music is playing throughout the day. So we'll hit next and it says Alexa will stop audio on the kitchen Echo Dot. Then we're going to add another action. And at this point, we want to change the device settings again because I want to increase the volume. Remember I said the volume was at level 2. So we're going to bring this up to at least volume 7. To get volume 7, you just need to be between 70 and 79. Actually, I think 70 to 75 is volume 7. If you go over 75, I believe it'll go to volume 8. So let's leave it at 7.4, and it's set at volume 7. So that's what I want. So we'll hit next. Don't worry about the order of these actions. You can always change the order before you save it. So let's go ahead and add another action. Now I want it to make the announcement that the garage door is open. So I'm going to hit Alexa Says at the top of the list. And this is going to be a customized phrase. So we're going to go ahead and click on Customized at the top of the list. And the response that I want her to say, garage door open. All right, hit next. Now we're going to add another action. And as I said, I wanted the music on the kitchen Echo Dot to resume after this statement. So in order for that to happen, we need to add another action. First thing we need to do is to change the device settings again. And we want to reduce that volume then down to level 2. So again, it has to be in the lower 20s to have that happen. So we're setting the volume at level 2. Hit next. And one final action. We want to resume the music that typically plays on the kitchen Echo Dot. So to do that, we go down to music. Okay, and the station that we want to resume playing is K-Love, and that happens to be on iHeartRadio. Now you can also, in the music, you can set this to play for a certain period of time. If you leave this blank, set no timer, then it will play indefinitely until you stop it. So we'll go ahead and hit next on this. So here you see the actions. It stops the audio, sets the volume to 2. We actually want to change this order, set volume to 7. Then we want it to say garage door open. And to move these, all I'm doing is grabbing the 2 little lines to the right of the action and then pressing and holding and then dragging it to the new location. So now we stopping the audio at the top, set the volume to 7, say our phrase, set volume back to 2, and then play the K-Love station on the iHeartRadio. We want to do all this from the kitchen Echo Dot. So once you're done with that, then you just simply hit save. And this routine is now set up. You see it there at the top of the list. And if you want to try this, you can just hit this play button and you can hear the routine play. That's all there is to it. It's pretty straightforward. So with that, we'll go ahead and exit out of our Alexa app. So that's all there is to setting this up. It's fairly straightforward. And with this setting, you can now enjoy notification anytime the garage door is open and closed. And this is particularly helpful if you have certain automation routines on your door, like an auto close at sunset, which I show in an earlier video. I'll leave some links to some of those additional videos that refer to the garage door so that you can check them out. If you found this video helpful, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of the regular viewership. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.